Shooting it raw?
Yes, shooting it raw. Ah, so this one's called Crete, and it. Okay, the photograph. It's a very. Okay, I'll start from the sky. So the sky is very overcast. It's not super dark, but it's overcast. It's a gray day. So there's that rocky terrain that you could have said this was in Shek O, but it says Crete. But so the rock is just kind of exposed rock. There's no vegetation in the back, far away, maybe half a kilometer away. There's just the edge of an island where you see a little bit of vegetation, but it's exposed rock. In the foreground, there's this really beautiful rock, and the rendering of the color of the sea, yeah, it's a sea, I guess, because it's Crete, is this beautiful blue and this nice white and different tones of turquoise and navy and all this stuff, and wearing a I mean, like, it is basically like a photo shoot perfect dress of the same color as the water is I'm that's you in the background, I assume.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, so you're walking in the background, and so it's a beautiful image of this person walking across the water on the rocks, and you're carrying a glass of wine, a white wine. It's in the thing, which is awesome, which is great. Um, Walk us through this. This is great.
So this is an unknown cliff in Crete. I
Okay.
tried to Google where the pin drop for the photo was, but I just couldn't find out. So
Okay.
the it's funny. So I was with my partner traveling to Crete at the time, and we rented a
Hmm.
buggy. A buggy is like an ATV car. So because the
Yeah.
road in Crete is kind of some road are unpaved and it's kind of narrow, so that a buggy works best for us when we want to go, explore the island a little bit. And then all of a
Hmm.
sudden we heard like just a bunch of sheep and goat randomly scattered on a mountain. And
Uh
we
huh.
only noticed it because we were driving. We only noticed it because all of them were just starting to
Okay. Okay.
at the same time. And it was so
Okay.
loud that we turned around and we all of a sudden saw this view that is just open water and then random goats and sheep around. So then
Awesome.
we just had to stop the car, and we planned to go somewhere else actually on that day. So that's why you saw the wine glass and wine in there, because we planned to go somewhere else, but the view just too amazing to pass. So
Yeah.
we carried all our stuff and we start walking towards the cliff. You can't see from this picture, but it's really, really high up. Um,
It is okay.
yeah, it was really high up. But then we want to find the perfect spot that's close enough to the water, but still safe enough to observe from a distance.
Yeah.
And so that's why you saw me walking towards somewhere else safer after
Right. Right.
looking
Right.
over the cliff. And so I picked that particular picture because I've never really, number one, never been on a cliff before. Number two,
Okay.
as you can see, the day or from the sky, it was kind of gloomy. So the wave was really, really hard. And
Yeah.
from where I was walking or standing at the time, the wave actually would splash on my body or my face.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So that to me was just so incredible, and I ended up just standing at the edge of the cliff, just looking down the water. I think for a good 5-10 minutes, just staring.
Amazing.
It's just so powerful. You can hear, and you can feel the waves when they crash to the rock. So we were
Yeah.
just standing there and staring at the water for so long, and that gave
Mm,
me the butterfly feelings because I
sure.
would just never seen something so close and so strong. And so that was like so memorable to me. And to top it
Mm,
off, because we randomly stopped by this place with no name. We didn't think anyone would be there. And then all of a sudden, I saw a couple very close to us, and then the guy came up to us and he said, "Oh, can you help take us, take a picture for us?" And of course we said yes. So once they're in their position and I was the cameraman, and then he just dropped down on one knee and proposed.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, and that to me was also amazing because I've never seen a live proposal before.
Right.
Yeah, this random cliff spot that we don't think there will be anyone else here.
You made their moment. You made their moment.
I believe so. We were just
And
there at the right time.
since you're in Greece, on Crete, a massive, like, epic wave came, washed them away, and now they're dead.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm just
That's not how
joking. No,
it
of
ended.
course not. I'm just kidding. Of course not.
Yeah.
So I have to make connections because so I live in Saikong.
Mhm.
I'm going to school you a little bit on this. Looked like I was like, this could have been Shek-O, right? It could have been like a day like today. And in fact, Tapmun or Grass Island is an island outside beyond Saikong. I think it's Tapmun and Grass Island, or maybe it's it's another one. It's called I remember the name. Oh, people are gonna nail me for this one. But basically, there's an island where you can go rock climbing, and there's a shelf. So there's the cliff where people go rock climbing tons, and there's a shelf where you stand on, and then the water comes in and it crashes against the water and it sends spray up super super high up, and you could easily be on that island in Hong Kong.
And fool you to be Crete.
Yeah, it's true. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. And I don't know if you would have been there when somebody was proposing to somebody else. That's fantastic.
So also, reason I picked this because I'm a very beginner in learning how to meditate. So
Okay.
I do believe in like everything that I do, like serendipity, they have a connection that I didn't know
Yeah.
before. But the reason I want to bring up meditation is because I was taught through meditating to learn how to observe as
Okay.
with the surrounding and also within, right? So
Yeah.
when I meditate, one of the learnings that they teach us is when you observe, imagine you're watching your life or your interactions like they're playing on stage, but you are watching
Mm-hmm.
from an audience perspective.
Yeah.
And through this practice, it may make me more self-aware of my surrounding and of my interactions. And so even though I'm not a very experienced meditator, that did teach me to pay more attention to my environment outside and within. And so being in nature, especially like for example the waves, I really do feel like that I'm so small in this world and how powerful it is for our surrounding, our nature, and the things that they provide for us. And it makes me really able to connect with nature and to really, discover things that I never thought I would enjoy so much. Being a
Mm.
city girl, I never
Mm.
really, I've never pet a sheep in my life ever. But being here in Cornwall, seeing all of these little sheep, and now in spring, they start having like,
Mm-hmm.
little babies. So when I drive around, I see them just all over the place, like little cotton of ball, just so cute.
Are you a closeted sheep petter? Like a baby sheep petter? A lamb? You like going up to lamb and going
Um,
bah?
I have a video to send it to you later.
Look, I love it. So how do we connect to, like, for example, okay, from your training, you have to have a call to action,
Mhm.
right, at the end. So people understand what they can do, where they can go, what's next, how can they take what we're talking about for themselves forward, right? So why don't you talk about how do you inspire, or how can we inspire somebody who's listening to this to kind of discover either meditation or discover the connection of music and expression to the biosphere?
Mhm.
Why don't you make that real for somebody?
Yeah. So part of why I find our program so amazing, because
Mm,
for me, I get my experience through travel, right? Being in an island, going to the forest, being on a random cliff in Crete, like these experience, or even being in Cornwall, give me experience of really seeing the physical thing, really being in the environment, really, pet the sheep and feel their fur
mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
see that they have no difference than the pet dog and cats that you have at home.
Yep.
For me, I have the privilege to really be in touch with them physically also. um,
It's nice.
it's great, and I think if you can, like everybody should also try or be exposed to that because it's nothing that you can get from a shopping mall or
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
things like that. So I would really think, number one, try to go to nature or expose yourself to more content like animals or green space. But that's why our program is so awesome because even though during COVID, especially in Hong Kong right now, it's very hard to go travel, or most of the children are probably stuck indoors,
We're stuck
unfortunately.
for sure.
Yeah. So in that situation, what can you do if you can't be in the physical space, right? So that's why our program, everything is online. Like, for example, our online competition, Voices for the Planet Challenge, everything is online and we have different art forms. So if, your child is interested in writing, we have something for that. If they love singing a song or they love drawing, we also have, individual guidelines to guide them through the process of which they have to go through to create their artwork. So throughout the progress or process, they learn to do research on things or animal that they're interested in. For
Mm-hmm.
example, one of the children that participated last year, I'm going to mention his name, Tay, from Kennedy School.
Mm-hmm.
So we interviewed him because he's one of the winners for our challenge. And he told us that he actually spent 2 months on creating the video content because
Oh wow.
yeah, he took the time to research on pink dolphin, which he's very
Yeah.
interested in. And so he got to understand a lot about their habitat and what their personalities are. And then he took that research into drawing pink dolphins and making a stop motion video for
Oh wow.
for pink dolphins. So throughout this process, he learned about research. He understand and get the knowledge of pink dolphins, and then he also learned organizational skills and how to put all of these together in a stop motion movie.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
Amazing. And even more impressed, he actually composed his own music, recorded,
Oh wow.
and used it as a background
That's
music.
great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And he was 10-year-old at the time.
What?
Yeah, 10-year-old.
Amazing.
Amazing. Like and during our interview, he's dressed so nicely with a shirt and so cute, a little shy. And, those kind of moments also give me a little butterfly feeling when we talk
uh,
to a child, face to face and ask him cute questions and he would respond in such a pure way. I just really love music, or I feel so proud I made this piece and I share with my teachers, my parents, and all of my friends. And
oh, awesome.
directions like that really just made us feel like the work that we're doing are so worthwhile. That was just from one child.
It's amazing. So, Chloe Poon, why don't you give the URL for people to find LumiVoce? Just spell it out because people are listening.
Yeah, of course. So LumiVoce is actually Italian, meaning illuminating with sound. Direct translation, of
Mm,
course. So
yeah.
it's spelled Lumi LumiVoce.org. LumiVoce.
Nice. Chloe Poon, you rocked it. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ren. Such a great host. And
Grazie, grazie mille, grazie mille. So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
shooting it raw?
Yes, shooting it